Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be preparing my storage box for my charms divination set here that I have, and so I thought I would share the process with you of preparing that and then having a dedicated storage space for my charms and the cloth that I read on. So what I did ahead of time is I went through all of my charms and I made sure that I didn't have any duplicates in there. I make a few exceptions, like for instance, I've got quite a few different hearts in there, but they all represent something different, like self-love or romantic love or making things, made with love, that type of stuff, different hearts. But aside from that, I pretty much have whatever I had. I pulled in one of each thing. So if I had multiple keys, I pulled out the extra keys. I picked one, chose one. So, and then I have this altar cloth that I received in a previous subscription box that is actually for rune casting. As you can see, it's got all these different categories on there nicely, and so you can, select a handful of charms, throw them down, and do a reading that way. So that's actually my preferred method of doing it. So I wanted to store this cloth in the box as well, and that's why I've got a pretty good size box here. This is a box that I received in the Witch's Moon box one month. I think it was a couple years ago maybe, but it's beautiful design. I absolutely love it, and I have had it for a while. Wasn't sure what I was going to use it for, and so I think I finally found its home. I'm going to use it for my charms. It's definitely got enough room in there that if I collect a lot more charms, and they'll fit in the box in the future as well. So leaving room for expansion. So what I like to do is I've already pre-cleaned the box, just a regular cleaning, make sure it didn't have anything in it or, any remnants of what was in it before. And then aside from that, I have some incense going here. And what I'm going to do is I am just going to incense cleanse the box to get rid of any energies that I don't want, any residual energies from what it was previously used for, and if other people have handled it, their energy might be on there, and so forth. I'm gonna go ahead and open it here as well and get it from underneath and make sure the smoke gets up in there in all the corners. Okay. And I'm just trying to go really anti-clockwise to really get that banishing any unwanted energies in there. Okay, so I got a really good incense smoke on that. A nice good smoke cleansing. Let me take care of this incense real quick. Always be safe with fire, even if it's just an incense stick. Okay, so from there, what I have is some oil that I want to anoint the box with. I personally find it very beneficial and helpful to anoint storage containers that are holding my magical items. The oil, you can put it in your hands, which is what I'm going to do. Let me open this up here safely. And I'm just going to put a little bit of it, not a lot, just a little bit in my hand, and rub my hands together and really think of the intention that I want, and putting my energy from my heart center down to my hands into this oil, and then I'm going to rub the oil on the box. This time I'm making clockwise circular motions because I really want to bring it to me, to this item, to really protect it and cleanse it for divinatory purposes, for my items, and kind of just rub the inside as well. Okay. You don't need a lot of oil. You don't want all your stuff getting super oily. The oil just helps transfer physically your spiritual energy from your intent through your heart center down to your hands, and then onto into the oil that's in your hands and onto the box. And then additionally, I mean, you could do that with just a tiny bit of olive oil, even if that's all you have, you know, using your magical intention. What I have done is use a specific oil that I use with some of my divinatory stuff, and it's a third eye oil that I received in one of the Witch's Moon boxes that I really enjoy. So I've gone ahead and done that. Make sure it's rubbed in real good, even though it's not very much, because like I said, I don't want to get oil on everything. Okay, so from that, I have it prepared and ready. Likewise, I still have some of that oil on my hand, which is nice. So I'm just going to kind of pick up and get some of that, a little bit of that residual oil onto my charms. Kind of anointing them, consecrating them in a way. Putting my energy, thinking about my purpose and use and desire for these charms, what kind of readings I'm going to do with them, and put them all into my charm box. Some of these tiny ones are a little hard to pick up. Oops. There you go. Oh, dropped that one on the floor. Let's see if I can find it. It might have gone under my hutch, so I'll just grab that one later when I can find it. Move my oil off to the side. Okay, so as you can see, now I can just easily close the lid, shake it up, grab a handful, and spread them on my cloth to do the reading. And then I still have plenty of room in there to add many more charms. There are many ways of doing charms. I have seen some really interesting ways where people take everything and anything and little toys and just little knickknacks and dice and different things, everything that could have symbolism, and put them in a bag. I love that. I've seen a couple different people do that. I like these little metal charms, and some of them are bigger than others. This is one of my favorites. Little clock, you know, so that's my preferred method, is I like using the little metal charms. And then I'm just going to fold up my cloth here to do it off the camera so I can get it to fold nicely. Okay, and then I am just going to, let's try this. Maybe I will roll it. Yes, that will work. So I folded it and rolled it, and then that will just sit in top there on top of my charms. And there you have it. That is my boxed charm set for my charm divination readings. What do you think? Do you guys use charms? I'd love to hear. Do you have a different process for kind of consecrating your items and your witchy tools? I'd love to hear from you down in the comments, and I hope you have a fantastic day. I'll talk to you all next time. Thank you for watching.